Good morning. Happy Monday to everybody. Today is video 2 of the tutorial of my 6x6 mini album. And today I wanted to show you, I'm cutting down my 6" by 12" papers. So what I wanted to do was show you the last one being cut. I had said before in the other video that I need to prep 6 sheets of 12 by 12, that's what this is. I'm going to prep 6 of them by cutting them down to 2 6 by 12 sheets. And then you'll have 12 of these total. You're going to take these and you're going to score, well, you're going to pull 6 aside. I already have 5 of them right here that I've already done. So I'm going to use one more for this to show you the tutorial part of what I'm going to do next with this. How I'm making my base pages. These are your base pages. And basically all this is a 6 by 12 like this that has been scored in half. So you're going to take the paper and put it on the long side. And you're going to take your scoring tool, whatever you may have, and you're going to take it right from the 6" mark and go down. I like to score it a couple of times. That way it gets a nice score mark. And then you're going to take your page and you're going to use your bone folder, or you can use some other. I've used a pen. I've used a spoon. I've used pretty much a lot of different things. So you're basically going to make your page like this. And then you're going to take this page and you're going to, remember the hinges I was talking about? This is a 1" long, 1" wide hinge by 6" long. And all I did was I cut a bunch of these down, like these. And I take that, and I use a lot of times I use scrap. I didn't have scrap of this particular color or close to it. So I just took one and cut it down. So, and then you're just making a 1" or a half inch, a half an inch score mark along this side. And then you're going to take this and on the opposite side of that. So where there's your valley, and then you're going to flip it over like this, and you're going to take your score tape, your double-sided tape, or your adhesive. You can use glue, whatever you feel like using. I don't recommend Elmer's glue. It's not really tacky enough to allow you to move forward in your project, and over time it does wear off and is not very good when it comes to sealing your projects up. So if you want something that's going to last, you definitely want to use a very strong adhesive. Aleene's tacky glue works just as good as score tape or the other tapes out there. So like I said, I get my piece completely taped up or glued. You can do the same thing with the glue. I burnish my tape down so that it's nice and sealed to the paper, and I don't have to worry about it coming up from my paper. All right, so then I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it on that score mark so that it looks like that. I'm going to take my piece of paper and I'm going to take this one side. I'm just going to take this part off, just this side, like that. And then I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm going to lay it down in the corner, and I'm going to begin to lay this down properly so that it's directly on the edge, like that. Then I'll take my folder or a knife, whatever you may have. And I just like to rub it a couple times like that, just to get it a nice, even, sticky on both sides. All right, then I'm going to take the tape off of this side so that I can adhere the page closed. This is going to make us a nice pocket page. And this is a good base to make any kind of pocket page you want, because you just start with this and then you add your attachments. You can add them to the top, to the bottom, to the sides. I never put them inside of here. When I do my flaps, I always put them on the outside and then fold over, because when I put them inside, it tends to mess with the tags too much. So if you put anything on your tags, it generally will rip and tear those as time goes by. So I like to keep those nice and clean so that the insides look like that. This makes you a true 6x6 piece. Okay, so then I've prepped all my other ones. So now I have 6 complete ones all right here. And they will have the hinge system on this side and the tag spot on this side. Okay, now you can also make a vertical. This one's a horizontal. You can also make a vertical mini. So you would just turn your pages this way if you wanted to view your pages so that they went up like this. It's basically the same concept. You're just decorating the pages differently, inserting them a little bit different, and then you would have tags that pull out this way, or you can even have the tags pull out to the side and do a flip this way. It's just really up to you. Okay, so anyway, we've got 6 of those prepped to get our attachments ready. Now we're going to move on to our attachments. What I've done is I've got all my 6x6s here. I have my measurement guides for each one. I'm going to take my first 6x6 sheet, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this sheet to make 2 6x6s. And these will become flaps. Sorry, I used my cutter upside down. I'm left-handed, so it just works better for me that way. All right, so now I've made 2 6x6 pieces. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch for both of these. Like that. And it doesn't matter which way you put them because they're 6x6, so it doesn't really matter which way. So now these 2 pieces are ready to go and be attached. These become flaps that you put in your book on your pages. You can add them like this. You would tape this or glue this section, and then you're going to lay it down like this, and then this would flap up like that. And then, of course, you can add something extra. You can add another flap. You could actually add this flap here if you wanted to do another flap going this way. I would cut this page down so it's not a 6x6, because when you do the crease, this becomes a 5 3/4 by 6. So then when you do this, if you were to do this one, you'd have to make it smaller so that it attaches just to that point. So this would have to be down to 5 3/4 at a minimum, or at a maximum, I should say. All right, so anyway, so that's what that becomes. It becomes the flap for that. It could also be put on the side like this. I always attach them to the front of the card like so. And that way when you're laying your papers down, you'll lay it right over here and you won't be able to tell this flap is there. You can do it on the bottom or on the left side as well. Anyway, so then you have your two flaps like this. So that's for those two. The next one is you're going to take two of these 6x12s and you're going to make 4-inch cuts in them. So we're just going to take one of them. I don't cut 2 sheets at a time. I just don't feel that cutting them like it takes any longer to really cut both of them, making sure that everything is cut at 4 inches. I would just rather do it this way. So we're just going to cut them at 4 inches each. You only have to make 2 cuts per page because it's 4. And then it'll be another 4. And then that's 4. Okay, so then you have your 4x6. These are 4 inches by 6 inches. And you've created 6 of those. Those are going to be more inserts for, or attachments for your pages. The next one is you're going to take one of these 6x12s and you're going to cut a 6.5 inch piece. So we'll start off with the 6.5 inch piece. Then we're going to take the rest of it and we're going to make a 3.5 inch piece. And then this piece that's left is 2 inches. Okay. Then we're going to take this 6.5 inch piece. And what I did was I took it to 1 inch where this point is. I took it to the 1 inch and I pointed at the 1 inch there. I just did exactly so and went like this and cut it. And that made me a pocket. And that makes me a pocket. Okay, so then what you're doing with these two, we're going to move this out of the way. You're going to take your your scoring tool again. And for these, you're going to score at a 1/2 inch. Like this. Just like so. And then the next one, you're going to do the same thing at a 1/2 inch. Like this. Okay, and so then what happens is this becomes a pocket page or pocket insert that'll go onto your book, and then you can stick stuff inside of it. And this as well becomes a pocket attachment. This will have to be cut down. We're actually going to angle cut it this way. We're going to angle cut. I will show you that in the next video. Once we start getting into those pages, you're going to take all these and put them off to the side because you're done with that particular set. The next set, you're going to take this one 6x12 and you're going to cut first a 4.5 inch piece. And then a 3 3/4 inch piece, which gives you a 3 3/4 piece that's left. So that's for that set of attachments. And the last one that you're going to do is one 6x12, and you're going to cut 3 inch pieces. And this will give you 4 3-inch pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now you have 3 4-inch pieces. Now all of these will make all kinds of different pages. We will show you when we're setting up the book. I'll show you the page in the book and then we'll recreate it in the next video as I'm showing you how to attach them to your pages. And then we'll get started on putting everything together. I hope you'll come back and join me for video 3 of the tutorial. Take care and see you in just a bit. Thank you. Bye.